What is up, guys? Steve here with Scotching Things. Out running some errands on this snowy day. Got like 4 to 6 inches of snow, which is huge for us because we barely got anything last year. And it's crazy. We used to get a ton of snow. Just some odds and ends today. I wanted to talk about, what do I got on me? The kickstand. This thing is a beast. And then the Medford Slim MIDI Magna Cut. This might be from when this was one of the first knives in Magna Cut. It was a Centurion knife, so it's probably when he did the lower heat treat, and I haven't had any issues. So if you guys were wondering or curious, what else? Let's talk Microtech, guys. Microtech. Haven't talked, well, I'd gotten those 2 SOCOM Elite manuals in, and I absolutely love them. And Microtech was one of those brands, kind of like when I first started getting heavier into knives, you know, you go through that progression. It's like, whoa, assisted. Whoa, wait, there's a knife that's fully automatic. I just have to push a button, and then you kind of grow out of that, right? And then I went through an OTF state. I've had a couple OTFs, and you kind of go into other stuff, and we'll talk about OTFs in a different video. But you kind of grow, at least for me, I grew out of like automatics into stuff that, you know, just a manual that you could flick and do whatever you want with. But they just released, or they're just announced, SHOT Show's going on, and they just announced a new knife called, was it the MSI, I think it is, and a manual Stitch. I love the look of the Stitch. I love how the Stitch feels in hand, but it was always an automatic, and at that point, like I said, I was kind of out of automatics, out of that, and so I never really bought one. You know, automatics are awesome. They fire hard, especially Microtechs. But then it's a pain in the ass because you got to use 2 hands to close them, and you know, you get lazy. It's like, okay, I push the button, but now I got to use 2 hands to open them. And you know, other knives are you just do it one-handed, and that's why OTFs are nice. You know, it's just. But so they announced it is the I think it's called the MSI, and I thought, ooh, cool. And then it looked kind of small. And I was like, well, I'd probably maybe try and pick one up just to see. And then I saw video and pictures of it, and it's bigger in hand than the pictures made it look. And oh, man, I remember years ago commenting on Microtech Instagram photos when they post a Stitch, and it's like, make this a manual, and they just like it. Finally, they made a manual, so I will try hard. I love the look of the Stitch. I think its ergos are great, and to have a manual. So they have the new, it's the Access lock, but it's their version. Like, since the patent ran out, everybody and their mom is making an Access lock knife. They call it the Ram lock. I want to see how it feels. It looks like you can like close it instead of like on the Access lock. You got to push both bars. I think I saw one guy, you can just do it either side, like one finger, close it. And we'll see. I'll probably try and get one, and we'll see how I like. I just don't like that feel. It's weird because the Demco is kind of like that, right? My 80-20 is kind of Access locky, you know, with a spring, but it's got a better feel being a bigger, heavy knife. So I'll probably try and get one and see if I like it or not. Like, if it's got that, if it feels like an Access lock, I don't know if it would stick around. But they're using some other kind of coil spring instead of an Omega spring. We'll see. USA made, so they're saying, looks promising. And their new steel, which is not a new steel. I watched a video about Anthony talking about it. It's been over a year in the making. So it's Bowler M390 MT. I think it's called MT, Microtech. Or MM, I think, yeah, Micro. So they basically went back to Bowler, or Bowler asked them, like, what can we do for you? Or so they took M390 and they wanted a little bit harder, or tougher maybe, or more edge retention. So they worked with Bowler and their mad scientists and tweaked the formula a little bit. I just watched a video with Anthony talking about this. So they tweaked it a little bit so you can get better edge retention out of M390, which is cool. Because right? I mean, M390 needed something, because everybody and their mom was using M390, and it became one of those, it was that super steel everyone wanted, and then everybody kind of got sick of seeing it. It's like, oh, M390, oh, M390. I don't know, that's just the way I feel. Like, it was like, just everything all of a sudden came in M390. So it'll be cool to see those. They're gonna come in G10, carbon fiber, injection molded plastic, which he said is the same process or the same stuff SIG uses for their 320 chassis or handles, and then maybe some aluminum later on. So we'll see. An all-tie one would be awesome. But it's kind of nice to see Microtech kind of stepping out of what they're known for, you know, just other than the SOCOM Elite manual, and then some, you know, like the Bravo and some of their foreign made knives. They don't do a lot of manual knives. You know, their bread and butter is automatics and OTF. So this, I mean, it's cool. It's cool to see them kind of stepping out of their comfort zone and not just kind of resting on what got them to where they are and doing different stuff. So I just kind of wanted to, I'm kind of excited because I'm a big Stitch fan. Like I said, I love the ergos. I think it looks cool. And I think it'll be cool to see one in a manual finally. Other than, like, you could always get the Borka, but that's like a $3,000 or $4,000 knife. So to get one that's relatively inexpensive will be nice. And I think I've seen people talking about price, like the basic G10 version. I haven't seen pricing on the Stitch yet, but the MSI people were talking about like $280 or anywhere from like $270 to $320, depending on what materials you get. So that's cool. That's all I got for you. I just want to know you guys' thoughts. Are you excited? I talked to Aaron about, you know, we were talking about the other one the other day, and like, I'm not super excited on an access style lock, but I'm willing to give their RAM lock a try. Just try it out. I might get one, might get both. I don't know. Both of them look great, I think. So I think it just depends how the action feels. I don't want that snap. That I don't like that feel of an access lock. So that's all I got for you guys. Just kind of bumming around, waiting for a knife to maybe show up eventually someday. Other than that, yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. Like, I had kind of moved past, other than the SOCOM Elite manuals that I finally got, I'd kind of moved past Microtech, even though I was starting to look at you know, I missed that Scarab 2 OTF I had. I like the size of it. What I noticed, like, on my Ultratech, I'll talk about that in another video. Let me know what you guys think about Microtech's new knives. Are you excited? Do you even care? So it looks like February 1st they might start being available, and I think that's just for the G10 and then others later on. So I don't know, let me know down below. I'll talk to you later. Bye.